Welcome to the LFA 176 preliminary fights on the LFA YouTube page at LFA Fighting, live from the Arizona Financial Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. Here are tonight's featured prelims. It's ladies first with a strawweight matchup between Arizona's Grace DiFrancesco and California product Aline David. And then two unbeaten flyweights square off when Phoenix, Arizona's Chase Ikei battles Denver, Colorado's Keynan Davis. Ron Kruk along with Gilbert Melendez tonight. Let's check out the tail of the tape powered by the Arizona Army Guard. DiFrancesco is 29 years old. David is 3 years younger and an inch taller. Both athletes weighed in at 115.8, and the inch and a half reach advantage goes to David. To get the LFA 176 preliminary stream rolling, here's the voice of the LFA Octagon, Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the LFA Fight Network for LFA 176 preliminary action. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Strawweight division, brought to you tonight by the Arizona Army National Guard. Be all you can be. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This striker stands 5'4", weight in 115.8 pounds. Tonight, she is making her professional debut, representing California MMA, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, by way of Santa Catarina, Brazil, Aline David. Her opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a striker standing 5'3", weighed in 115.8 pounds. She holds a professional record, 1 win, 0 defeats. That win coming by way of knockout. Representing Arizona Combat Sports, fighting out of Tempe, Arizona, by way of Fitchburg, Massachusetts, Grace DiFrancesco. Your referee in charge of the action, Joe Coca.
Fighters, you've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times and obey my commands at all times. I expect a clean, fair fight. Touch gloves now if you'd like.
Grace DiFrancesco with the red tape and the chili peppers. She is your favorite tonight, minus 220. Come back on Aline David from Brazil, blue tape, black trunks, making her pro debut. She is the underdog at plus 180. Odds courtesy of Bet Online.
Beautiful head kick by David. Both these ladies very alert with their stance. Both know what they're doing in striking. DiFrancesco with some level changes, good boxing out the gate.
Absolutely. David comes in a black belt in Muay Thai, has 2 amateur Muay Thai titles in 2 different states in Brazil. But DiFrancesco, she's a striker too. 1 victory coming via knockout. Went 2-0, and she has some amateur fights too, Gil. Won a couple of titles, amateur kickboxing and Muay Thai.
Yeah, DiFrancesco is doing a really good job of using that jab, level changing, conserving her energy, not throwing away too much power. David controlling the distance very well, landing big kicks and straight punches. Both ladies know what they're doing in the striking department.
DiFrancesco, she made her amateur debut at LFA 149 in January. That's when she scored a round 1 TKO.
David doing a very good job of being elusive, landing strikes, leaning back, getting out of harm's way, also landing some very snappy kicks to the head of DiFrancesco.
David able to level change to avoid that overhand right.
Yeah, and try to set up her left hook with it. Another great kick by David, stopping that forward pressure of the boxing stance of DiFrancesco.
Nice inside leg kick from David. And a beautiful kick to the ribs.
Yeah, those are going to pay dividends later.
Aline David, after a perfect amateur career, making her pro debut tonight. Looks very comfortable so far, Gil.
Very comfortable, very sharp. I believe is winning the striking battle right now. I think DiFrancesco needs to put something behind that jab. She's sticking the jab, but just not following up. Maybe she needs to double it up, add 2 on the end. But easier said than done when you keep walking into kicks. Big, powerful kicks are keeping you at bay.
Yeah, right now, DiFrancesco, no answer for those kicks from David.
But lands a big overhand right.
And now powering her way through.
I think she's had enough and says, you know what, it's time to push forward now and bite down a little bit more.
2 minutes to go in the opening round. LFA a 176 from Phoenix, Arizona. Francesco going to the body now.
Yeah, some smart decisions, DiFrancesco, to attack the leg or attack the body because she can't reach the chin of her opponent. But David's doing a great job of countering with kicks anytime DiFrancesco level changes. Beautiful exchange.
Oh. David, very fluid with the strikes and then right into her Muay Thai kicks. And another beautiful shot to the ribs. And now David pressing DiFrancesco up against the cage wall.
Different dimension of MMA here. Let's see their cage work. See what these ladies have here so far. Smart of David to put the pressure on DiFrancesco. DiFrancesco switches. Oh, nice, do-si-do.
Yeah, a little bit of a dance in the clinch, and then they break, and with just under a minute to go, reset. Another strike from David.
I thought it was great of DiFrancesco to not stay against the cage. DiFrancesco not to stay against the cage. Work your back off the cage. Don't stay here. So it's almost like riding time if you are stuck against the cage.
Fighters exchanging knees in the clinch. Like that sneaky elbow from DiFrancesco on the break.
I did see that.
Both of these ladies training at high quality training centers. David at California Mixed Martial Arts under Chad George, and DiFrancesco now here in Arizona at Arizona Combat Sports with the great Trevor Lally. Talked to both those guys today in the hotel, and they are very high on these two strawweights.
Well, they should be, man. They are delivering and putting on a great show.
Absolutely. Forget about takedowns in the ground game. These two are ready to give us a stand-up war. At least that's what went down in the first. Another great crowd here in Arizona. We'll listen into the Arizona Combat Sports Corner.
Tell her she doesn't like the pressure.
DiFrancesco trying to land the leg kick because she can't reach the chin, but David very smart with the counter to the counter. Overhand right lands for DiFrancesco. But David doing a great job of stopping that forward pressure with big kicks to the body, big kicks to the head. You can tell DiFrancesco wants to be a forward pressure fighter and use that boxing, but you have to respect the kicks and the knees of your opponent, which really stops that forward pressure she wants to put.
Great back and forth action in that opening round. LFA strawweight division. Ron Kruk and Gilbert Melendez with you tonight from Phoenix, Arizona. Ooh, beautiful front kick from David. Chad George telling his fighter David to keep going with those kicks. Oh, spinning back fist from David.
Very nice by David. Just controlling the distance. Just a very good job of managing the distance with their kicks and out of harm's way. DiFrancesco trying to close that distance, just having a really hard time.
And that was the first time I heard Trevor Lally say take her down. Might see the blue belt and BJJ DiFrancesco change up the strategy here in the second.
You know, I like that idea. You know, trying to strike, trying to be technical, and I think the best thing to do is press forward. You're gonna have to eat some knees, eat some strikes, but let's really test David's chin. And they are mixing it up right now.
Absolutely nice high kick from DiFrancesco. Furious pace here in the second round. DiFrancesco firing away.
She lands a big overhand right. It's turning into a fight now, Ron.
100% it is. Back and forth here in the second. Oh, nice high kick block by DiFrancesco, who lands again, and David is down. David in a lot of trouble. DiFrancesco looking to end this fight on the back of David. She ate a shot.
I can't believe she's still in this fight. Great job of the ref not to stop it yet.
And now DiFrancesco on the back, looking to pull the arm out. David in a lot of trouble. Hammer fist coming down. Elbow.
David is tough as nails to keep on fighting here. Great position for DiFrancesco. Ref's looking closely,
David
Ron.
has got to defend herself now. Looking for the rear naked choke. DiFrancesco all over David.
Huge moment for DiFrancesco. I can't believe David's still in this fight. She will not quit.
And David back on her feet. You've got to be kidding me. Right from DiFrancesco. Oh, beautiful exchange. These two ladies putting on a show. DiFrancesco lands again.
Wow, what a battle.
Working for the takedown. David fighting it off for now.
What an exchange by these ladies, Ron.
Unreal. You said it, Gil, that David is still standing up and still fighting. 2 minutes to go, second round.
Tons of heart and will by David. A lesser human being would have tapped out and would have been out cold, but man, she must be in fantastic shape to keep going.
Oh, the jab now from DiFrancesco, finding its target.
And credit to DiFrancesco for finding that overhand right. She's been close all night. David leaning back, getting out of the way, but DiFrancesco pushing forward and starting to find her target. Use a lot of energy, both these ladies.
Exchange kicks. And now
Nice.
DiFrancesco looking again for a takedown. Can David fend it off?
Sorry about that. What a beautiful level change by DiFrancesco. To level change, grab that double, nearly gets the takedown.
Approaching 1 minute to go. Make sure that you are ready for the LFA, a 176 main card, starting at the top of the hour on UFC Fight Pass.
And David with the trip and ends up on top, trying to return the favor and score some points here and get back in this fight.
David has the front choke, but they separate once again and let the fist fly.
Yes, Ron, that's exactly what's happening.
Beautiful uppercut from David. Hurt DiFrancesco.
Oh my goodness!
What a comeback. Drop DiFrancesco.
Wow!
A lot of time, 20 seconds to go.
Oh my
Hit from
goodness!
David. There's a cut on the forehead of DiFrancesco.
How does she turn this around? That is amazing. Wow! Oh my God!
And guess what, folks? We're gonna go one more time.
Oh my! What did we just see, Ron? That might have been potential for round of the year, right there, Ron.
100%, Gil. I'm with you.
That could be round of the year. What heart and conditioning by these ladies to go back and forth the way. And great job of the referee to not jump in and interfere.
Absolutely. Props to Joe Coca for not stopping this fight. And we start with that big overhand right, Gil.
And DiFrancesco just pushing forward, trying to find that chin, and she finally does. Big exchange of punches here. David holding her ground. Big right uppercut followed by a knee.
Wow.
How's DiFrancesco up 2? There it is again. You can see the head twist of DiFrancesco. The snap down. David gets right back in the fight, returns the favor. I don't even know who wins that round. That's an even round.
100%.
That's an even round in my opinion.
Both were dropped, both inflicting damage.
Yeah, it's weird how that was almost a 10-8 round for DiFrancesco, and all of a sudden David turns it around now, evens it up.
And here we go for the third and final round. Who has the cardio? And this place just got silent. It's crazy.
We're all on the edge of our seats.
Great fight fans here in Phoenix. They know. They're just waiting, and they will explode. Aline David, pro debut, folks. Grace DiFrancesco, 1-0. Got her victory here in the LFA, went 2-0 as an amateur in this same octagon.
I think as both ladies, take their information in, get their data in, I think DiFrancesco says, I want to land that overhand right. And I think Aline's like, I want to land the uppercuts and knees from this boxer level changing. They both are figuring out what's working here. But more importantly, DiFrancesco wants again to fight. Oh, I think she did. It hurt her eye. She hurt her eye bad.
Joe
That was a
Coca is
punch.
not stopping the action. We'll have to see a beautiful knee from David.
David is in fantastic shape. Oh, uppercut elbow.
Elbow through again. And now goes low. DiFrancesco punching her way in, but eats another shot. Beautiful jabs by DiFrancesco.
Knee. Oh my goodness, these ladies are scrapping.
David having a lot of success with this distance. But when Francesco gets closer, fight
Takedown
on
for
the
David.
ground now. These two leaving it all inside the octagon tonight.
David holding that body lock, trying to get it tossed to the ground. DiFrancesco disengaging. Big knee.
Yes, DiFrancesco. Nice knee through the guard. And now David pushing her back. What a scrap.
It's so hard to judge who's winning this fight. We just witnessed that it could change with one strike.
Absolutely. Both of these women, though, able to sustain some damage and hang in there and come back. Overhand right from DiFrancesco, just missed. And now the jab gets through. And now she's pushing David back. Combination from David.
DiFrancesco, has been doing a very great job in her boxing, pressing forward. When she just comes a little bit more aggressive, she shines. She has to walk through some knees and elbows in the process, but that's where she shines with that pressure.
Right there looking like the fresher fighter, but David able to wrap her up here and reset.
That's a great observation, and that's also a very good adjustment by David to stop that forward barrage.
Combination for DiFrancesco. Backing David up again, where you said, Gil, she does not want to be up against that cage wall. Gets a knee through, but the right from DiFrancesco scores again.
I will say David has been the more versatile striker. I think that's playing to her advantage, being able to land strikes with her hands, her elbows, her knees. I think it's really helped her out in this fight where DiFrancesco, beautiful double leg.
Beautiful. Can she hold her down? Yeah, I love the level change and breaking it up. A big takedown for Aline David.
Very good adjustments. Very good adjustments.
45 seconds to go. Nice right from DiFrancesco. Oh! Drops David! Grace DiFrancesco looking to end this fight. What a shot! Hammer fists.
DiFrancesco needs to win this round. She has to win this round. I think she lost the first round, so she needs a big round. And a 10-8 can get her the win. She's trying to set up
Fist coming down.
huge moments.
10 seconds to go. Joe Coca taking a look.
Huge moment.
Still coming down. David trying to defend herself. The horn sounds. Oh my goodness.
Holy smokes.
And this is a preliminary fight, people.
And we're only in February. That is candidate for Fight of the Year, Ron.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Both of these ladies, Gil,
I'm
leaving
impressed.
it all in the octagon.
Those are two true fighters right there. Two true fighters. It was a technical fight, and it turned out to be who wanted it more, who could dig deeper. A lot of heart shown by both those ladies. I'm really interested how the judges are going to see this.
I hate for either of these ladies to get an L tonight. I mean, they won over this crowd. I think they won us over as well, Gil.
They did.
What?
No doubt. No doubt.
Oh, what a performance.
I think we're going to see these ladies in the future regardless. They're very good fighters, and maybe they'll meet again for a title shot somewhere around down the road.
Let's look at, here's the knockdown, I believe, Gil. Yes.
That's that overhand right, the same one that landed in the second round, the same punch. DiFrancesco was looking all fight, hits it with 30 seconds left, and pursues to the mount, and I really love how she controlled one arm at the end. She controlled one arm and was looking to ground and pound and maybe go for the armbar at the same time. Whatever it was the right way to finish a round. What an amazing job by both these ladies. I'm a fan of both of them.
Me too, and everyone in Phoenix as well. What a way to kick off the Legacy Fighting Alliance prelims here on YouTube at LFA Fighting. Make sure you are following the LFA on all social media platforms. And you can hear the reaction here from the crowd.
Yeah, listen, Ron, I had that first round for Aline David. That second round I had for DiFrancesco, and then she turned it around, almost a draw that last round, that second round, and then that last round, it was very competitive. So DiFrancesco, it's going to be a tough one. Let's see what they say.
Could we have a draw?
That's what I was getting to.
Yeah, I know where you're going, man. Well, I know one person who can answer that question. We go inside the LFA octagon. Here's Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Cox scores this bout 29-28, David. Judge Curcio scores this bout 29-28, DiFrancesco. And Judge Hall scores this bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Aline David.
Wow, split decision goes to the fighter. Aline David making her pro debut. Some boos rain down from the stands here.
Yeah, I think this was the clearest draw, in MMA history. I don't know. I mean, first round, Aline David's, third round, Francesco, and then I thought that second round was a draw. You know, that was a draw in the second round. It's so hard.
Yes.
You know, I've seen it maybe once before, but man, that was a draw in my opinion. But both these ladies have nothing to be ashamed of. Both of them should be proud as heck. I was entertained, man. Very entertained.
Aline David, successful pro debut, 4th straight win, including her amateur career. There she is with head coach Chad George and the California Mixed Martial Arts team. Wow.
Wow.
What a way to kick off LFA 176. Remember, the action, main card action, begins at the top of the hour on UFC Fight Pass. And we have one more prelim to go. So stick around. But first, it's the 14th time this LFA Octagon has touched down here in Arizona. As usual, the fight card is loaded. Here's what you have to look forward to at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on UFC Fight Pass.
on the line. Elijah Baby Johns is the younger brother of former LFA bantamweight champion and current UFC star Miles Johns, and is about to become the promotion's all-time appearance leader, plus the only man to compete in all 8 years of LFA's existence. He will face Alfred Freight Train Walker in a heated shootout for the strap, as Walker is a battle-tested kickboxer that has blazed a violent path over prospects and veterans alike. The dynamic striker now looks for his own crowning moment by capturing his first world title. Also returning to the LFA Octagon, viral knockout sensation Ang Twang Ho, no-nonsense powerhouse Alec Lorenz, striking sensation Leslie Hernandez, and Brazilian dynamo Hobson Jr. Live from the Arizona Financial Theater in Phoenix, Arizona, LFA 176 starts now.
This is as real as it gets, and it's mind-blowing.
I love everything about that fight.
These are the moments that the fighters live for. I can't wait. Oh, kicked him in the face. Oh, Rose.
We will all witness a piece of UFC history.
Unbelievable. You're sitting home watching this, and you just go, holy shit. The double tap does what he wants.
Master, teach me Kung Fu.
One of the most epic fights.
There's nothing I do better in this life than fighting.
Unbroken, baby. This team is unbroken.
We have a sport with some of the best athletes in the world.
Boom!
One of the greatest knockouts you'll ever see!
Oh!
The UFC has never been stronger.
It does not get any better. That is good. This is a crazy sport, ladies and gentlemen.
The LFA featherweight title is now vacant. That former champion Javier Garcia vacated his title to pursue an opportunity on Tough 32. That choice has given former challenger from Dallas, Texas, Elijah Johns another chance to capture the belt after he came up short against Garcia last July. He'll meet with MMA veteran, Oklahoma product, Alfred Walker, who jumped at the opportunity to fight for his first LFA belt on short notice. That is the LFA 176 main event tonight. Of course, streaming live on UFC Fight Pass. The rest of this LFA 176 card features some of the sport's top young prospects, Gil, including a pivotal matchup in the flyweight division when the 2023 LFA's Fans Choice Award nominee and undefeated Ang Twang Ho going for his 6th straight win. He tangles with top prospect Miguel Sanson from Wisconsin. Undefeated middleweight square off when Mansur Abdul Malik, a former D1 wrestler at the University of Maryland, he battles former college football and basketball player Alon St. Gilles. He is undefeated as well. There is the lineup tonight, Gil. What fight has got you pumped up?
Well, Ang Twang Ho against Miguel Sanson is the fight to watch. These are some flyweights, and they are ninjas out there. These guys really put on the line. Here's Ang Twang Ho. He's such a risk taker, a creative fighter. He's doing spinning stuff. He's doing big kicks to the head, knocking opponents out mid-air, but not only getting it done in the striking department, this guy can get it done everywhere, using his grappling, taking opponents down, going for knee bars, and doing great things, and a powerful youngster, not just with the speed. Look at that trip takedown here to his opponents.
Crazy.
Just outclassing them and just mixing it together, just that new age. And here's that jiu-jitsu I'm talking about. Sits back and does a knee bar to his opponent. You know, it's really hard to execute jiu-jitsu in MMA, and there's a lot of high-level world champion jiu-jitsus guys who can't execute that in MMA, but Ang Twang Ho can do it. Miguel Sanson is also another beast, trains out in Milwaukee, has spars with Sergio Pettis. This kid is tough and can do it all as well. I like his stance. He reminds me of the Pettis brothers. Kind of leans back a little bit, straight punches, and throw those great kicks. But as you can see, he can scramble in the wrestling department, level changing, making things a scramble. These guys are both ninjas. This is a recipe for great MMA. You guys are in luck. Make sure you guys check that fight out.
Absolutely. There is the LFA 176 card going live at the top of the hour on UFC Fight Pass. Want to shout out to everyone watching our preliminary action on YouTube. I think they went nuts for that first fight, Gil, between David and Francesco. And we could see this more of the same coming up in this matchup. Second preliminary action continues, and it's a test for two unbeaten flyweight prospects in our final bout. Chance Ikei battles Keynan Davis. Tell the tape, powered by Bet Online. Ikei is 26. Davis, a year older and 5 inches taller. Both men weighed in at 125.6, and Davis, Key, will have almost a 6-inch reach advantage. Once again, we go inside the LFA Octagon, and Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Flyweight division. Brought to you tonight by Bet Online, the official online sportsbook of the LFA. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5'11", weight in 125.6 pounds. No professional record, 1 win, 0 defeats. That win coming by way of knockout. Representing Elevation Fight Team and Vital Training Systems. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, Keynan, the Future Davis. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a wrestler standing 5'6", weighed in 125.6 pounds. He is 1-0 as a professional, representing the MMA Lab, fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, Chance the Typhoon Ikei. The referee in charge of the action, Ryan Brueggemann.
Fighters, we went over your instructions in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch the gloves now if you wish. Come out swinging.
Let's go, Keynan!
Well, tough act to follow, Gil, between
no
David
kidding.
and DiFrancesco. But they're going to give it a shot. In the blue tape, Keynan Davis, 1-0. He is the underdog according to Bet Online at plus 275. Your favorite at 1-0, Chance Ikei. Red tape comes in as a minus 350 favorite. And Ikei attacking that calf early on.
Oh, I had some PTSD from that, man.
I'm sure. Oh, wow.
And to the body. Just when you're thinking of your legs, then he goes to the ribs.
The body shot echoing, man, through this arena. And now Davis comes back. Both these fighters training at 2 very well-respected gyms. Keynan Davis, the Elevation Fight Team. Got Vinny Lopez and Cody Donovan in his corner tonight. And Chance Ikei goes for the high kick and slips. And now that creates an opportunity for Keynan Davis, but Ikei training at the MMA Lab under John Crouch.
Yeah, what quick reflexes to fall down and end up on a single leg. Now he's in the offensive position trying to finish the single leg here. Davis trying to control the hands of Ikei. I think Ikei's happy being in this position, using his kicks. Looked like he was trying to set up a takedown earlier himself. Davis using a Kimura as a form of defense. Let's go of it, and Ikei on that single leg steal. Let's see if he could finish this takedown against the cage. I like that from Ikei. You know, he didn't get the takedown. He didn't stay too long on it, and he just decided to disengage and land an elbow on the break. You know, it's not,
And you saw right away Keynan Davis fall down from that low blow.
I'm guessing that was a low blow.
A lot of fans here chanting Chance Ikei's name. He has a lot of people here as Keynan Davis Trying to recover, and right away.
That was like right up the field goal right there.
Yes, it was. Split the uprights for sure.
Split the uprights on that one.
How many football references can we get in before the big game on Sunday?
Listen, man, I'm a Raider, but it's a Bay Area party, so, and I'm from San Francisco now, SoCal native, but let's go Bay Area.
As a Bronco fan, I'm with you. We're jumping on that 49er train. Let's go.
Anybody but the Chiefs. No.
You know, one day maybe our teams will be back.
Yes.
Well, the guys in the truck, you gotta love Jamie and AJ and everybody in there. They're like, Roberto's queuing it up. Why don't we listen in?
Let's hear it. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, I heard it the first time, and the second time just...
I think it was worse, the replay.
You know what I mean?
Thanks a lot, fellas.
I'm all clinching over here. We're all clinching.
I think everyone just kind of bent over a little bit, or at least every guy. Well,
sometimes they're like suspect, but there's no suspect on that one.
No, absolutely not. Don't want to make fun of the situation. Keynan Davis will take his time, which is smart. Regroup. I don't believe a point was deducted.
All right.
It's a warning. Fighters touch gloves and are back at it.
Watch your targets.
Second LFA 176 preliminary bout. Main card stops at the top of the hour on UFC Fight Pass. Ron Kruk and Gilbert Melendez with you. So glad you could be a part of the action here in Phoenix.
Yeah, Ikei doing a great job of attacking the legs and using his legs because Davis has the longer reach. And Davis doing a great job too, using his hands and counter-striking.
That's crazy. Davis catches the kick and Ikei hits him with a beautiful little hook. Coming up, Gil, on the midway point here of the opening round.
Yeah, both these guys very composed in the chaos here, and eyes wide open.
Oh, beautiful transition. Scores the takedown chance. Ikei plants Davis on his back.
Oh, I love it. Ikei just did a little adjustment, put Davis against the cage, a little shoulder bump. You know, I like to work against the cage. I feel like I can posture up, and they can't really attack triangles and arm bars the same. I prefer putting my opponent against the cage, and I think Ikei is comfortable here. Leaning on the cage, shutting down submissions here. Passing the leg to the side, trying to pass the side mount here. Or make Davis come to his knees where he can take the back. Oh, what's going on here? The fight is over.
Ryan Brueggemann, our referee, has called the fight. Oh, it looks like he rib injury or something happened. I don't want to speculate, but looks like a body or rib injury to Keynan Davis. Still on his back.
Ouch. Ouch. You can see that Ikei was really trying to pass his legs over to the side, and Davis trying to prevent it. Probably using a lot of core strength there. Could be a rib or could be the intercostal muscle. Oh my gosh, he's leaking as well.
Yes, Keynan Davis.
But he's grabbing his ribs here.
I almost saw it like you could see an indention in the side of his ribs when he was down there. He's holding over it, but we hope that Keynan Davis is okay. Let's take a look and see if we can see where it happened.
Here's a double leg, sidewalk slam. In the close guard here, slowly working it. Here he is passing the legs to the side, right? He's probably trying to reset. You saw it?
Did you hear him yell?
Oh, you heard the yell, I see.
I heard him yell.
Yeah, so I think it's a counter reaction balance, right? You're trying to twist back towards him, but he's trying to twist your legs the other way. Yeah, I feel like I've been there. I've been in a crucifix position by Jake Shields, and I'm swinging my hips to the side, but you're staying in a position. I like to think it's an intercostal muscle just ripping. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just talking from experience. I've been there. it does feel like a break.
I can only imagine the pain associated with that. We take another look.
Still in the close guard here. This is where he tries to maybe set it. He's passing the legs to the side here. So Ikei is going to ground and pound a little bit as he tries to pass the legs to the side. You can see Davis resisting it. It's counteracting, counterbalancing here. See, trying to keep his back. Pop. There it goes.
And you know, let's give credit to our referee, Ryan Brueggemann, as he heard it and moved in really quick, and Cody Donovan comes over.
Confirming what you saw, Ron. That's what you said you saw.
Yeah. Rib pop?
A little rib pop. He said it went out and in, you know, a little out and in.
Man.
Ooh.
Oh, my gosh.
It feels horrible.
And you see Cody behind him, one of the great coaches in MMA, and just a horrible situation here.
I've never broken a rib, Ron. I've had the intercostal muscle between, and I swear I thought my rib was broken. But those who have had the ribs broken, it is one of the biggest pains out there is what I've heard. Hasn't happened to me, but I thought my rib was broken with the intercostal muscle.
Yeah,
so I can imagine what he's feeling right now.
Oh, great insight from the great Gilbert Melendez here in Phoenix. There's Vinny Lopez as well.
But nevertheless, Ikei did a great job mixing up his MMA.
Yes, let's now turn over and give props to the victor, Chance Ikei, who came in 1-0. He was 2-0 in his LFA amateur career. Went 5-0 overall in his amateur career, the two-time Hawaiian State High School Wrestling Champion. Finished third at the Arizona State High School Wrestling Championships. That was in 2016. He went from Colorado to Hawaii to Phoenix. Trains at the MMA lab alongside Ang Tuan Ho and Bryce Meredith. And he got the win tonight to improve his record to 2-0. Let's now, and great to see Keynan Davis walking over. He's on his feet. Let's get the official time. Here's Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Ryan Brueggemann, calls a stop to this fight. 3 minutes, 29 seconds into the first round, declaring your winner by verbal submission, Chance the Typhoon Ikei.
Undefeated record remains intact. Chance Ikei reeled off 7 straight victories when you include his amateur career, 2-0 as a pro. Gilbert Melendez, 2. That's never how you want to see a fight end. Our thoughts and prayers with Keynan Davis, but incredible action here from those 2 preliminary fights. There is Chance Ikei getting his photo with the MMA lab team, including John Crouch. Gil, amazing action, and there are the fans here supporting the MMA lab fighter.
Well, you know it's going to be a great night when the preliminary fights deliver, right? Those ladies did such an amazing job. And, you know, Ikei and Davis, they were starting to heat things up right there. But big props to Ikei, man. He's someone who's training with the best. His training partners are fighting tonight. He's evolved with a really good stable. And yes, there's great coaching, but also there's great training partners that really elevate you. Seeing your training partners succeed makes you believe you can do it as well.
Close to sellout crowd here at the Arizona Financial Theater as always. That's going to wrap up the LFA 176 preliminary action. Make sure you sign up at UFCFightPass.com for the main card. For my broadcast partners, Mike Kendall and Gilbert Melendez, I'm Ron Kruk. We'll see you over on UFC Fight Pass.
Becoming a soldier in the Army National Guard is not easy, but it will be one of the most transformative experiences of your entire life. It all starts with basic combat training. Over the course of 10 weeks, you will learn to overcome any challenge placed before you. The transition from civilian to soldier will be an experience that you will remember for the rest of your life.